Hi, I'm Brenna, and I am your principal, Miss Nye's daughter, and I've had the great pleasure of receiving a whole bunch of your guys' letters, so thank you so much. It is so much fun getting mail, especially when you're far away from home. And you guys are writing to me from Miss Watson's class in 5th grade, so congratulations. You're in your last year of elementary school, and you're about to head on to middle school, so I wish you guys a really great Christmas and finishing the year strong and getting ready for some big changes that are about to come your way. So you guys sent me some questions, so I'm going to try and answer some of them and also throw in some pictures so that maybe you can see some of the things that maybe you haven't seen on like my blog or in your own studies. So one of the first ones I got was, what kind of language do you speak here? So they actually speak Estonian, and it's a really small language. Not a lot of people in the world speak it, only about 1 million people. So it's pretty unique, and it's also really hard to speak. I'm taking some classes right now, but it's completely different than all of the other languages. And they've got lots of vowels with dots or squiggly lines on top of them, which are really hard for me to say since we don't have them in English. But I can say a couple of things. If you guys want to introduce yourself, you can say Minu, Mimi, On, Brenna, and you guys would say your name instead of Brenna, unless your name was Brenna, which would be cool. But that's saying, hello, my name is, and then you'd say your name. So maybe you guys can introduce yourselves to each other and practice. I'll also teach you 1, 2, 3, which is ooks, cox, colm, and that's 1, 2, 3. So there's a couple. If you guys have any phrases or things you want to learn, feel free to send them my way, and I'll see what I can do. They also, though, have a lot of people here who speak English, which is why I'm able to get around pretty easily, and also people here who speak a lot of Russian. Since Russia used to be in control over this area, there's still a lot of individuals who speak Russian. So that's what you'll hear mostly in Estonian, are those 3 languages. Okay. And I also got asked what I'm doing here and if I have a job. I do have a job, thankfully. So I'm in Estonia because I'm on a Fulbright fellowship, which is essentially something that's given by the U.S. government for me to come here and interact with the culture and also bring back some insights about the country back home to the United States when I come back. So kind of like sharing experiences like I'm doing with you guys right now. But what I am doing here specifically is I am working in the Estonian Biobank, which is a science center that looks at individuals' DNA and tries to figure out why certain diseases happen and how to combat those different diseases. So you guys might know that a genome is essentially an individual's DNA, and a DNA is something that every person in the world has, and it's unique to them. Unless there is an identical twin, then theirs is very, 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 very similar. It might change a little bit as they get older, but it's almost completely the same. And on top of that, I'm looking at everyone's different genomes from here in Estonia and trying to figure out what sort of variants might occur that cause like diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So in short, I'm doing genetic research, and I know that can be kind of hard to understand. These are everyone's, by the way, your really kind words and sweet words. Sorry, this is Karu. He's our cat. He's also here from Estonia, and his name is Karu, and it actually means bear in Estonian. He is not a bear, he is a cat, obviously. So other questions that I got from you guys that were really common is about the food. So there is a lot of meat and potatoes. People in Estonia really, really, really like potatoes. We have potatoes at almost every meal. They also have a lot of carrots and beets. I hadn't really eaten beets before I came here that frequently because I thought maybe I wouldn't like them, but I actually don't think they taste much like anything, and so they're fine to eat. They do have some food that is like traditional Estonian food that I think is a little bit interesting. So they have something that's called kama, K-A-M-A, kama. And it's like a bunch of different flours mixed together, get together with kefir. And kefir is sour milk, and they put it together and they add a lot of sugar and they eat it for like breakfast, dessert, lunch, a snack. They eat it pretty frequently and they really like it. It actually doesn't taste that bad, but it's like really kind of grainy when you eat it. I also have seen something that's called like, or it translates to jellied meat. So I'll have to show you a picture. I'll put a picture here because it's hard to explain, but it's like meat that's in a jelly kind of substance. And honestly, I have not been brave enough to try that yet. With the holidays coming up, they are about to start having a lot of blood sausage, which is really popular here for Christmas time. And I've not had it yet. Maybe if I'm brave, I'll try it, but it's sausage that has blood in it. And I'll also put it in a picture. So if I try it, I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you know what it tastes like. But other than that, they have a lot of like ingredients that you see in places all over the United States. But they don't have a lot of fast food restaurants. We have one McDonald's here, which serves food that's different here than in the United States, but they have one McDonald's. But they don't have like Burger King or Wendy's, KFC, those sorts of things. It's mostly small restaurants or cafes and a lot of grocery stores. Let's see, what other good things. By the way, you guys did a great job on all your flags. If you look at the flag, they're really, really proud of it, and I'll put in a couple of pictures of how it looks like in nature, but it also represents things throughout their history. Someone also did a really nice job drawing St. John's Church. It's actually right down the street from where I am, so that was cool to see on your card. Let's see. So I think that's most of the questions you guys sent me, but I would love to answer more as they come. The days are starting to get really dark here, so right now it's sunny, so I'm actually sitting by the window doing this because there's a little bit of light outside, but it gets really, really dark around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then it's that way all the way until like 7 or 8 in the morning, and the days are just going to continue to get shorter and shorter, where eventually we're only going to have about 4 hours of sunlight every day. But then around January, February, the days will again start to grow longer where we are, and in the summer here, sometimes the sun doesn't set until like 11 p.m. at night, and then it's back up by 3 a.m. So it's just part of the perks and downfalls, I guess, of living so far north. So I really enjoyed talking to you guys. Hopefully this video was not too long and you got some of your questions answered. I hope you keep sending mail. I'm really enjoying it. And if you have any more questions, please send them my way. So good luck. And if I don't speak to you again soon, have a really great Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of food for me. We don't do Thanksgiving here in Estonia, so please eat some like sweet potato casserole and turkey for me. So, all right. See you later, guys.